What's up everybody, it's JayDreamerZ. Do you like the concept of time travel? I thought you might. So do I, especially being a kid from the 80s, growing up and watching movies like Back to the Future. A classic and one of my favorites of all time. But did you know that time travel is near impossible on a spinning, wobbling, orbiting, flying ball Earth? See, we've been taught that the Earth is a spinning, wobbling, orbiting, flying ball through space. And while it sounds interesting, it doesn't work with time travel. So, let me tell you why. In time travel, you have to have two key ingredients. You have to have the time that you want to go back to or forward to, and you have to have a location. Now here's where it gets tricky. If we live on a spinning, wobbling, orbiting, flying ball through space at unknown speeds, and you want to go back in time, well, you have to know the exact location of where you want to be on the surface of the planet. You have to account for exactly where the wobble was. You have to account for exactly where the spin was. You have to account for exactly where the orbit was at an exact place and time. And you have to account for the coordinates in space as the Earth follows the sun around the galaxy, and as the galaxy goes hurtling off towards God knows where. So, if you could figure that out, it's possible that you might be able to go back in time. But you also need coordinates to go forward in time. Now, if the Earth is spinning, wobbling, orbiting, and flying through unknown, uncharted territory, then we have no coordinates to give us to get back to the future. It's impossible to get back to your present time at which point you had originally left. Even more impossible to get even further into the future, because the Earth itself will have gone into unknown space, and it would be a best guess, to say the least. Now, going back or going forward, you have to have that exact coordinate. Otherwise, you could either end up inside of the Earth, in which case you would immediately die. You'd end up in the atmosphere, in which case you would fall to your death. You'd end up in space, in which case you'd suffocate and implode. You see what I mean? Time travel is impossible on a spinning, wobbling, orbiting, flying ball through space. But if you entertain the idea that the Earth might be flat and stationary, then you can always count on your coordinates to be accurate. So, just wanted to throw that out there for all of you time travel buffs. If you haven't considered the flat Earth theory, I would check it out. That way you can still have fun with time travel. This is JayDreamerZ. I'm going to work. See you later.